Good morning. Hello 10 figures, welcome to another video. I am pumped that you guys are watching it, and today there is no clickbait, but I'm going to be teaching you maths, what the school... Hello 10 figures and welcome to my channel. My name's Ben. I'm here to help you get richer, happier and healthier, and we're going to be talking about compound interest. Don't click anywhere yet. Make sure you keep watching because this is going to get insane. Let's do this. I hate when you watch a video where they tell you something in the clickbait or they tell you something that they're going to do and you don't know when it's going to happen. So here are the 4 things that I'm going to talk about today. 1, why is compound interest insane? 2, how do you get these amazing returns? The clickbait is not fake. 3, what is the minimum returns that you should be looking to get? And 4, what I wish I did 7 to 10 years ago when I was younger. So especially if you're young, if you're just turning 18, this video is for you. So let's go over to my computer here. Okay guys, to answer the first part of this is, what is compound interest? So I've got this here, let's just go to this link. What is compound interest? Compound interest is the interest calculated on the initial principal. So the initial amount, which also includes the accumulated interest from previous periods. So let's just say you get paid $1 interest on $10. So at the end of first year, you've now got $11. So year 2, now you've got $12 and it adds up and it keeps going up, and compound interest is... So I've got this story, this is an American story, and on May the 26th, 1626, Peter Minuit purchased the island of Manhattan. I'll show you a picture of Manhattan, but everyone knows Manhattan Island in New York, for $24 worth of beads and trinkets from the Native Americans there. Which you might think, a couple hundred years ago, $24, that's terrible. Like Manhattan Island, let's see, is worth $1.7 trillion today. So if they'd kept it, they would be filthy rich today, but they sold it for $24. But you know the power of compound interest is one simple thing, is it over and over and over time is going to be amazing. So let's hit $24 and let's just say their compound interest is 9.6%, which is average S&P 500 return. The average is 9.8%. So 9.8% a year, so let's change that. 9.8% a year. So you think compound interest isn't powerful, but look at this, you ready? So for $24, 9.8% a year for 364 years, and it compounds every year. And if we hit calculate, here it goes.
Iridocyclitis.
Oh my gosh. So we can look down here. I don't even know how much that is. So that's 1,000,000. That's 100, 400 million. That's 1 billion. That's 500 billion. That's 1 trillion. That's 400 trillion. Trillion? 14 quadrillion dollars. And so if we look here, first year, you only made $2.35. Let's go to year... Oh, wow, even if we look here, year 83, just on $24 in the original amount, $5,021. Skip ahead, year 200, $282 million. Compound interest is insane. So even if they were to invest $24 for 364 years like we just looked at, that's the distance from when they sold it to today, they would have enough money, $14 quadrillion, to buy the island over so many times. That is why compound interest is insane. Question number 2 is, how do you get these returns? And if we just look, the average rate of return is 9.8% in the S&P 500. So what you can actually do is, if you don't want to look at investing too hard, your bank accounts will only pay you maximum 3 or 4%, maximum. So if you want to get returns like this, you need to actually look into things like the S&P 500, and this is just baseline. If you invest well, you can definitely beat this every year, but 9.8% a year, you can just invest in the S&P 500, nice and simple. Number 3 is what is the minimum? And the minimum is nothing. Look, if we looked here originally, all we started off with was $24. Nothing. And it turns into $14 quadrillion. But for me, this is number 4 as well, and it's what I wish I did when I was 18. And if we go here, compound interest calculator. So we're going to start with $250, and every week I'm just going to put in $250 weekly for 10 years at the same 9.8%. And if we look here, we made $205,000. So if I was 18 and did this for 10 years, so in a couple years, I'm currently 24, about to turn 25, so in about 3 years, I would have $205,000 sitting there. Oh my gosh. That's just $250 a week, which is not much money if you think about it. If we start off with $500 for the same amount, $411,000 over 10 years. Only at 9.8%, which is just the average return. That is crazy to think about, that if you just put that little amount of money in, let's even go $100 every week, you've got $82,000 there. $100 a week, that's nothing. If I was 18 again, I would have started off by $250. Because you know what, if you look at this, you do have things like superannuation and all your end of life things that you're doing. But let's just say I did this for 50 years. Oh my gosh, just $250 a week. I could leave an inheritance for my kids' for $14 million. And that's not other savings, that's not reinvestment, that's not stocks doing really well. That is just $250 a week into the S&P 500 for 50 years. $14 million. And that's the end of this video. I just wanted to talk about compound interest and what I wish I did as a young kid and when I was 18, that I wish I put away $250 a week, because even just for 10 years, boy, to have $200,000 compared to my $0 I have saved up right now, I would really like that. And it's a little bit of a sacrifice every week, but if you're 18, trust me, I would much rather you have $200,000 in 10 years, because if you start now, you'll be 10 years ahead of me. For me to start, I'm going to be 34 years old. Disgusting. So just start now. Start saving $250 a week. The more you put in, the better off you'll be. If you could do $1,000 a week, which is insane, just in 10 years, you'll nearly have $1 million. Amazing. So let's do this, guys. Get rich, save your money. Please think about your future. Think about that $250, not even existing, just put it away as soon as you get it. Put it into the S&P 500, just something simple like that, or other companies that you believe in, like your Amazons or Facebooks. And I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I wish I did and what I wish I knew, because the school system did not teach me the power of compound interest. Well, at least they didn't tell me that I could have $1 million in 10 years if I was saving the right amount of money. So, as always, thank you for watching. If this helped you, please let me know what you learned. Please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Tell them about what you're going to do from now on. Get a community of people around you, because literally for $250 a week, when you're nearly my age, you could have $200,000, which is nearly a house. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm doing a challenge right now where I'm drinking 4 liters of water a day. It is 12:51 and I'm nearly finished my first bottle. So I'll see you guys later.